Hey, good morning. Day 2 of crying. Um, the Samreen from yesterday was a lot smarter. I forgot everything. I woke up crying. In fact, I was thinking about more things to cry about, probably. And then I watched the recent video after waking up. And the things she's saying, I was like, yeah, you're onto something. I don't remember that. That was yesterday. She just makes it sound so simple. But there's like way more things pinned on my board here, pending solutions now. But what I want to say now is here are the things I'm going to focus on. Okay? Here's the way I'm going to live my life. Okay? Nothing nothing needs to be analyzed and dissected or directed. You know what? Anything can happen. I'm not going to steer the ship anymore. I think I've been controlling too much. I think my focus has been too much on control, so maybe it'll be fine if I let every single thing go. No direction. That's fine. I don't even want to hold like one of the ropes. Fine. Everything's out of my hands. Number 2, no. Number 2, I think my main issue is that when I release control, at some subconscious level, I'm still controlling. So I'll like release control, and then a deeper part of me will be like, now can we think about it? Now can we think about what's happening now that you've released control? Are things going to plan, or should we regain control? But even thinking that is controlling. So, number 2, I'm going to release the subconscious and inner levels of control as well. The sub-zero levels of control will be released. So actually, when I wake up crying, I won't be like, what does this mean? I won't be like, is my life gonna be like this? I won't be like, nothing's, I'm not receiving the things that I need. My needs are not being met. Wait, I will say all those things, but I won't personally connect to them. Because whenever I personally connect to them, I don't feel like myself. So that must not be like the truth. It's like one of those stories. And I know that factually, but to wait, like when you're like right, like, opening your eyes, it's like such a vulnerable time, and it knows. Your brain knows, and that you're gonna be like so gullible at that time. So, what I'm gonna do is remind myself of the truth, of my truth, which is that I want to live in a new way. The stories don't serve me. Any story doesn't serve me. It really doesn't. What I want to do now is be so present that I don't need to control anything, and that I don't have any homework to do after. I just want to live like that for so long that I can actually have real data on it. And then maybe I'll change my worldview again. But I want to be so committed and focused on this, because I was committed to it yesterday too, and then what happened was, I think this morning I woke up with new thoughts, which were like, well, if you're present all the time and you release this like habit that I have of like analyzing kind of, then, and I was like, my brain was like, well, then you won't be like intelligent anymore, because you won't be like taking in the data. But that's going against what I said yesterday. Sorry to yell at you. That's going against what I said yesterday, in which I said, understanding doesn't come through analyzation. Anything that comes through analyzing and dissecting and all of that homework that we do can very much more easily come from embodiment. I really believe that, and because this is still a hypothesis, I have to do the legwork to live in it for a really long time so that my hypothesis can be confirmed or denied. And in order to do that, I really have to rein in my mind. Or actually, you know what? Mind can do whatever. I'm just not going to relate to it personally because I've been putting a lot of importance and weight onto it, which is the thing that's making me cry. And that's the thing that's like sort of my feelings of longing go hand in hand with these stories, and they're like best friends, okay? My feelings of longing and resentment and like jealousy, they're besties with these stories that are I'm telling myself right when I wake up. Actually, I'm not doing it consciously, so they must be like default stories. The other thing is, so many of these things I'm analyzing, even now I'm analyzing, that I wake up and I tell these stories, where they come from, why they're happening. This is still analyzation, right? But it could be so much easier because like maybe I'm not even meant to analyze that, because maybe they're just coming up because I'm choosing a new path. They're coming up to be cleared. Like, and maybe things will keep coming up forever. It doesn't really mean that my commitment to my new path is like not strong enough. It doesn't mean that. Does that make sense? It will make sense to me when I watch it again later. Maybe I'll wake up tomorrow and feel that, but I just keep thinking that like if I'm present, my needs won't get met because I won't be like, I won't be like directing it. In the past, my needs have only ever been met when I've been directing it. Even then, it's been like, like pulling teeth. It's been so difficult. And that's not the way. My life will not be like pulling teeth. I don't want to force anything. I don't. What I said yesterday, what she said, the genius version of me, she said, these are my people, the people on earth, right here, right now. And that's fucking true. That's true. And my needs are met. I think I'm just. It's very hard to hold this balance of caring for myself in a new way, but then also behaving and acting in a new way. Because I want to surrender and I want to let everything go. I want to start new in a totally new way. It's like almost scientific. I've lived a life in this previous way, and like I've gleaned every piece of data that I could from living in that way. And now I want to live a different way. And I think there are parts of me that are afraid that if I do that, I won't receive what I want. But really, honestly, how well was it working before? I have to let go to see if this can work. And if this doesn't work, there's like 1,000 ways to live. There's infinite ways to live. 1,000 is not big enough. There are so many ways to live, I cannot go through them in my lifetime. And if I am to devote my life to science, I have to really commit. I have to devote myself. I have to hold devotion and surrender at the same time. So what is my real priority? There's like parts of me inside of me that are like, sure, surrender. Sure, like, be present. Do this new thing, right? But who's gonna take care of us? And they're really like, that's a really good tactic, because I am falling for that. Who's gonna take care of you? You're such a silly goose. You're already taken care of. You're like abundantly provided for. You already know that. You don't have to like force you know external things to happen. You don't have to force people to be someone they're not. the whole point of enjoyment in life is to witness things as they are, witness people as they are. When you enjoy things in nature, like birds and trees and water and flowers, when you look at them, you enjoy them because you're witnessing them as they are, and then you go, thank you, God, for this flower. You don't go like, I wish it was a peony instead of a rose. You never ever say that because you're witnessing it as it is, and that's what's bringing you that total enjoyment. So already this hypothesis has been confirmed. Now you're just scaling it to a grander vision. Scale it up. I've been so bad at like social connections. I'm gonna cry again. And no, I won't. I've been really bad at social connections. I've been bad at it, and I've forgotten how to have a good time. And I think presence can bring me back into it. It's just, it feels really vulnerable. Total presence feels really, really vulnerable, and then those parts inside of me are like, who's gonna take care of us? What if I don't need to? What if in this new way I don't need to protect you from anything? What if in this new way nothing can touch us because everything's flowing through us? What if in this new way I'm not afraid of any feeling anyway, because whatever, fuck it, I like wake up crying anyway, don't I? So what am I afraid of? I'm afraid that I'm gonna lose like the precious things I have right now. Even if I'm not entirely like feeling like my needs are met with these precious things. So this is actually indicative of a lack mindset because I'm afraid to open my hands. Even if I'm being offered more. Total presence is offering me the world. And I'm like, I don't want to see it. It's offering me like real truth, and I'm like, no, this is good enough for me, thanks. It's not. I'm so bored. I want to do more. I want to be more. I want to stop thinking about these random stupid little things. They just don't matter to me. If they don't matter to me, why am I thinking about them? Because I want to protect myself. Like the way someone says something, or like, really, really stupid little things. And it's like, those things don't matter to me right now. Like, at any time, my priority, my focus, those things don't matter to me. I want to live a life of like witnessing people as they are, really getting to know as many people as I can in my lifetime, doing the best I can with what I'm given, and like following my passion, following my fire, feeling really alive all the time, and singing and dancing all the time. And to feel alive, I have to not think these little things because they make me so sad. They're they're putting out the fire, I have to cater to feelings and thoughts that are stoking the fire. I have to. I think it's very difficult for me right now because I've never lived like that. So like I have to give allowance for that. Just like the main thing pending here is like, who's going to take care of us in this new version? What about when people like dismiss me and talk over me? Like, okay, but in that scenario, in the past, the way I've been protecting myself is like not talking. So that's not real protection. That's not expansion. In order to find new ways of feeling safe, but within expansion instead of contraction. I have to move forward in this new way, and then we'll find a new way of protection together. But like my hunch is we won't need to be protected because I'm my aim is to feel safe no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, no matter who I'm being, no matter who I'm with, because all of Earth is ours. There's no place that's not safe for us. I sound very privileged, but of course I know that there's danger. But what I mean is our birthright is safety on this planet. It's our home. I no longer want to live as if there are places that I'm not safe. I want to live bigger. I want to expand. And if that's my priority, then I can't, if I want to live in that way, I can't simultaneously live in a previous way on some deeper level of me. All of me has to commit. Are you listening? I'm talking to you, the part of me that wants to be protected. You will be protected. You just kind of have to be brave for right now. I'm not rushing you. You can be ready when you want to be, but I really do think that we'll be safe. Like, what can someone say that can really touch me? If I know who I am, if I know what I'm doing, if I'm devoted to my path, what's the worst that could happen? I don't understand. Worst that could happen is someone says something, I cry about it a little bit, and then I go, oh yeah, oh yeah, I have a fire within me to do things in the world. It's okay. Everything is just like so fleeting, and here I am thinking about the smallest little things. And what that's doing is it's diverting my attention. If everything is so fleeting, I would rather spend an hour, I would rather spend my whole day thinking about like the buds on the trees instead of thinking about my disappointment. Instead of thinking about the perfect scenario, instead of thinking about how I disappointed myself. It's so irrelevant. If I was present and, I had disappointed myself, it would just be like an embodied knowing. And the next time in the same situation, I would just do differently. Again, it would be embodied. I wouldn't need to consciously be like, oh yeah, remember to do this. And I wanna so seriously devote myself to that. Yeah. There are stories that are so tempting. They're so tempting. But I don't want to live like that. Even if they're very true, and even if they'll bring me some sort of safety. I want safety in like the greatest expansion that I can build within me. I will learn how to have fun again with people. I vow this. It is a vow I make to myself, to the Samreen who watches this tomorrow. Everyone else who's watching, go home. I'm talking to Samreen. Anything else? I hate goodbyes. I hate saying bye. I hate ending it. Because I always think of something to say after, and then I have to do a second video, but it's like, it should have been in the first one. Okay, and I know I can edit it and just merge them, but that's not the truth. I thought of it after. What did we learn here today? That my thoughts and my feelings are real and maybe they're even valid. And then I'm not gonna dismiss them at all. But I will let them pass through me. But what I will engage my mind in is the devotion to stoking the fire. That's what we've learned. My body already knows to stoke the fire. My mind needs to be diverted. It's a toddler. Okay, love you. Love you, love you, love you. 1,000 kisses. Bye.